Alright, so here's something a bit different. Wasn't really ever expecting to do this game, but here we are. Um, as you can probably tell from this loading screen and various like menus to come from here, this is the 360 version of the game, not the PC one. I'm expecting backlash from that, but this is the version that I have, and I didn't feel like rebuying it or yarharing it, so this is what we're gonna do. I think this is fine, at least to start with. If this is like blasphemy, then I might change it up for the next video, I guess. I don't know, but anyway, I think I can just basically jump into this. It's been freaking forever since I've actually played this game, but it should not be a problem. So, here's the thing then. Obviously I've already beaten the game. Oh, actually, I thought it went past chapter 11. I don't know. Point is, I've beaten the game, and I have, like, the other test chamber stuff unlocked, but I'm gonna just play through it normally, and then what we're gonna do is kind of go through it later, like, go through the other levels with, like, the higher difficulty stuff. I don't know if I would necessarily do, like, the speedrun-y type things, but I'll at least try the advanced chambers, because I know that those are kind of bullshit. But yeah, I don't really know for certain how this playthrough is going to go after I play through the main bulk of it. It's just going to kind of meander for a bit, probably. So, this is, of course, one of those games that I assume most people here are already aware of. Let me reacquaint myself with the controls. Again, it's been forever since I've actually played this. I've beaten it like 3 or 4 times, I think, but it's been quite a while. I should probably turn off the subtitles, they're kind of annoying. I don't usually mind that, but not really needed.
Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all enrichment center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from stand back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
So anyway, I'm going to try my best to not talk over GLaDOS, but she talks a lot. So what I was saying is, I'm guessing most people have seen this game or played it. So if you haven't, then congratulations. This is going to be not perhaps the best first viewing of it, but I'll do my best to make it enjoyable.
Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test.
Test?
However, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This aperture science material emancipation grid will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the aperture science weighted storage.
Anytime you're done. Okay, yeah, like I said, I really don't want to talk over her because she's kind of like the point of the game. Actually, for that reason alone, I might want to leave the subtitles up just so if you don't know what she's saying, then you can at least read it. So yeah, I immediately changed my mind on that one. Alright, but anyway, just before I actually move on, let me say again, there's like people who are insane at this game, that they can like beat the whole thing with no portals, like through glitches. They can beat the game in like 4 minutes. They can warp from one test chamber to another by like shooting portals through portals and clipping through walls. I don't know how to do any of that shit. I'm not going to pretend that I do. This is just a casual playthrough. And I basically have, like, no real commentary for this one planned. I wasn't expecting to ever have to do this game. And my original thoughts on the matter were that it wouldn't be a good game for me to LP, mainly because of GLaDOS kind of stealing the show, and like the humor kind of speaks for itself, but we'll find a way to make it work. So anyway, yeah, these first few floors, or chambers rather, you don't have the gun yet. You just kind of learn the mechanics of the portals, which is a good way to ease into it if you don't know what you're doing.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged
Can we please?
exposure to the button are not part of this test.
And we wait. But yeah, my history with this game is a bit of a weird one. Different from most people's, I'd expect. I was definitely aware of it, but it was kind of weird. Like, the thing is, I don't know if it's like a direct inspiration or if it's just like how it happened exactly, but there's a game that I think was made for like an indie game contest from like a college or something called Narbacular Drop, which came up with the idea of traveling through portals that you can create, and this game basically just was inspired by that, like I said. I was actually aware of Narbacular Drop before Portal came out, because my friend Harrison, I think, had it on his computer and was playing a bit of it. I never played it myself, but I saw him mess with it. And so, when Portal first came out, of course, the only thing that anybody ever freaking said about it was, oh my god, the cake is a lie, oh, it's so funny. And it was like the most annoying running gag, because it wasn't really a gag, it was just stating a thing from the game with no context, and that was it. And so I knew the cake was a lie, and I knew that it was Narbacular Drop, and I thought it was weird that they based a game off of that. And I'm like, wait, is it a whole game, or is it a remake of the other one, or like, what is this? But I never really played it. And so, like,
do not submerge the device in liquid.
The device.
Most importantly,
Yeah, that was pretty much just, like, for a few years, I knew this game existed, but I never played it. I knew I could have probably gotten it on PC, but I had a really shitty computer that probably wouldn't have been able to run it, so I didn't bother. Oh, crap, there was probably a camera back there I could have gotten rid of. Oh, well. But,
please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap.
Are you gonna complain that I knocked this down? No? Okay. So, eventually, what ended up happening is, this was, back in 2011, long before the, name change and whatnot, so don't be annoyed that I'm going to say the old name. But, Bruno wanted to get a, Xbox 360 just for the sake of trying out a few games on it, and I didn't really have any interest in the system, but we, basically we found somebody on Craigslist selling one for fairly cheap. I don't know how much it was, it doesn't matter. But we met up with them at like a Walmart parking lot, got the 360, got a few games with it. I don't think we actually played any of the games that came with it, we probably sold them. But she got Assassin's Creed and a few other things, and I didn't really know of any games that I wanted to play on the system other than Nuts and Bolts and this. And so I just remember we went to the GameStop and we're looking at the used games, and I saw Orange Box, and I'm like, is this the only way to play Portal? Or, like, is there a one that has Portal 1 and 2 on the same disc? And he's like, no, this is it unless you want to get it on Steam. And I'm like, well, what's Steam? I don't know what that is. And so he's like, yeah, I mean, well, this one has, like, Half-Life. Are you interested in that? And I'm like, maybe. I don't really know much about Half-Life, but I guess I could try it. So I got this, and this was, I think, the first game I played on the 360. And also probably the first dual-stick, dual analog FPS that I've played. Unless I'm forgetting something. I know I played, like, 3 minutes of Halo once, and found it impossible to control because I didn't understand how the dual stick thing worked. And if you want to count, like, Banjo-Tooie's FPS sections substituting the C buttons for a stick as that, then I guess that counts. But otherwise, I think this was the first one. And it didn't take me long to get used to it, but...
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
The only other thing that I really remember about my original playthrough of this was the fact that I was extremely sick. And so, basically I now associate this game with being, like, miserable with the flu. And not necessarily in a bad way. Like, there's... For some reason, there's, like, certain things that I will always remember, like, due to me being either sick or injured at the time, and they're not, like, negative memories. How do I do this? Do I want to use the... I feel really stupid now. Hold on. This shouldn't be difficult. Because I can't make the orange portal. I can't use the camera to weigh this down, right? And there's not a second box. Oh, there is a second box. Derp. Okay. Never mind. But yeah, it's like, I remember when I was really young, like probably 6 or 7, I was, like, miserably sick and was awake at, like, 5 in the morning because I couldn't fall asleep and was watching The Land Before Time 2. And so, like, the song from the beginning of that movie reminds me of being really sick. Not that it's something that I hear frequently, but, I mean, still. Kirby Superstar I associate with being stuck in bed for a week because I was recovering from surgery, just various stuff like that. So this is the game where I was just, I had the flu and it sucked. And for that matter, so is Assassin's Creed, not that I was the one playing that. So, that's a thing. And then the other games that I played on the 360, which are extremely limited in number, I also have random associative memories with.
Blood safety is one of many enrichment center goals. The Aperture Science High Energy Pellet seemed to
I like the random pellet bouncing back and forth. It's pretty good.
Disabilities such as vaporization. Please be careful.
But yeah, I think, well, I'm trying to think how many games I've actually played on this system, other than, like...
Subject name here. Must be the pride of. Subject hometown here.
Good stuff. God, these things are short. Yeah, this is a really short game. But, when we got the 360, there were a couple games already downloaded onto it. One of them was Plants vs. Zombies, so that was my first time playing that, and I enjoyed it quite a bit, actually. I associate that one with the smells of springtime and the feeling of basically living on my own and having a day to having the day to myself. Because I played a lot of that shortly after we moved out of my mom's apartment, and so, like, that I just will always remember it for that reason.
Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
Stationary scaffold. And then Banjo Nuts and Bolts I usually associate with teriyaki chicken and my first few, like, basically, like, my first day of work at the call center for AT&T, because I was playing a lot of that game before I got that job, and, like, I remember one day, like, making dinner, and I made the teriyaki chicken, and it just made the entire apartment smell like it, and then I was, like, playing the game, and so I remember it for that reason. And then the first day of work, I was, like, stressed out really freaking badly, and was, like, playing the game before I started my shift, and so I just always associate it with that now.
Please note that we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
That's the problem with the subtitles, is they kind of spoil the jokes before she says them, if you, like, read ahead. So, that's kind of why I wanted to have them turned off, but, whatever. Like I said, you've almost certainly already heard. Okay. Not sure what happened there. You've most likely played this game. I imagine most of you probably have. Do I want to be doing this? No, I don't. Okay. So what do I want to do? Let's see. First, I want to go in the orange portal. And now, I think I want to get over the shit. As you can tell, I am not good at this game. Okay, let's wait for the high energy pellet to pass by. Now, can we get over here, please? Thank you. And that didn't quite work out the way I wanted. Where's the pellet? There it is. I mean, I basically just want to get it into the thing, so this should be okay. Let's see. So I want to get it there. Yeah, let's just do like a... I think I just need to make it go through a couple portals. Let's see. Do that. And then have it bounce back and come out of this one. Is that it? Yeah. Look at me, I'm learning simple puzzles. It's almost like I've beaten this game multiple times and also played through all of Portal 2, at least. Actually, I think I only beat that one once. But still.
Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience.
But yeah, pointless side stories aside, those were basically the only games I really played on this, and also Minecraft. My first... Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. No, believe it or not, my first real time ever seeing Minecraft... Like, I knew it existed, but I never watched any videos of it or really gave a shit about it at all, until Ashens did a video on it. He was playing with... I don't think it was Guru Larry. He was playing it with somebody, and... Oh yeah, right. Vaporization field. I'm a derp. Why did I think that would work? Oh yeah, right. There's a thing up there. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, I saw his video of it. It wasn't particularly good. And then, like, on a whim, I guess Brenna just kind of decided to download it, and we played it on the 360, and I thought it was fun, and then we got the PC version after Joel sent us Big Anders, and it was a hell of a lot better. I still have good memories of the original version, though, because we didn't look up anything about the game, so we actually had, like, a sense of discovery. I remember finding the stronghold accidentally was a really weird moment, because it was just this extremely elaborate thing that was, like, completely eaten up by a cave, and it just looked really weird. So that was cool. I made my big tree and various stupid stuff like that. I think I have a video of it, but I don't know. Good. I want to say those games that I just listed are the only things I've ever played on this console. Well, and Portal 2. Not really my system. Okay, so where's the orange portal? Oh, there it is, okay.
Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not.
Speedy thing go in, speedy thing come out. Where's the orange portal? There it is. Not the biggest fan of these ones where you only can create one portal.
Momentum. It
gets a lot better once you get both of them.
In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
Alright, can we do this now and not fail? There we go. So I understand why they did this to kind of ease you into it, because if they started you with the full gun and a bunch of complex puzzles, then it would probably be a bit much. The game does have a commentary track that explains like the thought process behind a lot of it. I think I've listened to all of it. It's been so long, I don't remember. But like I said, I've gone through this game a few times on my own. I one time streamed, like Jordan was visiting, and he was playing through it for the first time, and I was just kind of helping. And I remember that being a bit of an experience because, thank you for that hint. I remember particular parts of that stream being a bit awful, like the test chamber towards the beginning where I think it was number 3, like all you had to do was basically just make a portal, walk through it, make a different portal, walk through it. There was like no boxes or anything. He took like forever to figure out what to do, and I didn't want to say what to do because I'm like, you've got to figure this out because this is easy. If you don't do it now, then we're going to have a problem later. But, I don't know. So that one never got archived, unfortunately. I meant to back it up and forgot to, and then it was too late. Martin's dad also played through this. It was also a bit of a painful experience because he didn't understand how the controls worked, but we managed through it. And yeah, that's about it. I have now spent all of my material. Not that it was much material to begin with. It's me just saying, this done be a game I played with a sandwich and a spiky shield. Cyber-headed shield guy with a cyber shield. That was not what I meant to say. But it's what I'm gonna go with anyway. Okay, so what am I doing here? I'm doing this, apparently. Okay. I like the crappy little noise of these platforms. Alright.
Has been modified so that it can now manufacture 2 linked portals at once.
Thank God.
As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact.
What is your amusing fact?
More valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in subject hometown here.
Do you think the subject hometown here is actually like a problem with the coding? Or, well, I mean, obviously not the game, but like, you know, like in universe, like, is she not programmed well enough to do that? Or is she doing it on purpose just to insult you? Like, I'm guessing it's probably the second thing, but I don't know. Okay, so let me figure out what I'm doing here. There's a thing I need to get the Zappy Doodly into. Zappy Doodly, that's what we're gonna go with. I need to press that button again, don't I? Zappy Doodly. Also, I feel like I should point out the thing in the center. It like lights up if you're pointing at something that you can create a portal on, and there's also a little circle next to the color that you've last placed. That is extremely useful, and I'm pretty sure Portal 2 got rid of that. Or at the very least, like, made it less obvious. Because I remember a good portion of that game being basically find the pixel that you can shoot a portal at. Most notably after you fall into like the old aperture and you're like trying to get to the part with all the different kinds of goo. There's like this extended section where it takes fucking forever to get out and you don't know where you're going. And I just remember that being kind of a pain. I'm pretty sure there is a queue in that one to show you, like, what you can shoot at, but it was never very obvious. I don't know. Also, I thought I had to get the zappy thing into the thing and then do the thing. Why did I not have to do that? Unless I did do that and didn't realize it. I guess I probably did. Can you back hop in this version, or is that only in the PC?
Fling yourself.
But burn yourself. I know in the, oh, you have to crouch while you do it, or... I know in, like, the speed runs, they do, like, this crouching back hop to get places really fast. It's really weird. I'm not gonna really try to do it, I was just curious. Okay, so let's see. Do something like that. Do something like that. Alright. Didn't we already have a puzzle exactly like this? Yes. Alright, so I gotta get a box over here. That is fine. Ah. Okay. Is orange still down there? Yes. Alright, now can we throw the box onto the switch? Probably not, but we'll try. No. Oh well. It will take a whole 5 extra seconds to come over here and do it. Also, I suppose I should point out that, this game does have achievements, and I think I got most of them, aside from the ones, well, that's not true, because I never did, like, all the, advanced test chamber stuff. But I can look at the list and see. I think I got all the cameras. I got the ones for, like, falling through an infinite cycle of portals and stuff like that. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, anything involving the different challenges I still have to do. So maybe I will do that then. But I think I got all the other ones, it looks like. But if you've, again, if you are one of the few who have not played this game, this is something that everybody just kind of has to do at some point. It's pretty good. You get an achievement for falling through this for, like, a certain amount of time. It's a bit sickening, but it's good. I enjoy it. Also, that was not the experience I expected there. I was hoping to, like... Oh, actually, no, it's because I did the wrong one. Hold on.
If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out.
Okay,
An
let's...
intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic sal and adrenaline.
Okay, let's try this again. So we're going to do this. And now we're going to shoot the blue one. Why did I fall out of that? I was not moving. It's clearly your fault, Shell. Why are these not lined up? Come on. Okay, shooting straight up. Shooting straight down. And go. That was not very impressive. Okay, we're not doing that again. So, I'm noticing I'm already at chamber 13 of 19. I know that 19 is pretty much only the halfway point of the game, though. So, since this is a pretty short game, I think what I'm going to do is get through all the chambers except for 19, end the video there, and then next time we'll basically finish the game. And then after that, we'll figure out some blend of challenge maps and stuff like that. I know that there's like a map editor for the PC version and stuff like that. I don't know if I'll mess with that necessarily. I guess it also depends if I'm doing the second game, because I know the second game has like an official one, or at least I think it does. I wouldn't necessarily mind getting the PC version of that one to mess with it. But if I am doing the second game, I'm not going to be doing it immediately after this. Why did I do that? That wasn't at all what I was supposed to do. Wow, I'm not paying even the slightest bit of attention. Okay, let's actually do this properly. Yeah, clearly I want to shoot the button. I don't know, I'm not. I'm too busy talking about stupid shit. But yeah, if I do Portal 2, I'm not going to be doing it immediately after this one. There was basically a suggestion on the Discord that rather than doing another, like, straw poll after this game is finished to find out what game to do next, basically just go with whatever was in... Like, the other two things that were voted for highly were Sly 2 and Chibi Robo, and so I'll basically just do those, I guess. I don't know how long Chibi Robo would be. Sly 2, I'm imagining, is at least slightly lengthy. But I don't know, we'll figure something out. Oh wait, there's another switch, or... Yeah, there's the one up there. Okay. I know I have to portal through the door. I don't know if I can do it if I am standing on this button. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I should be able to. There we go.
As part of a previously mentioned required test protocol, we can no longer lie to you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
Missed.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
I like that slightly derpy animations. That's pretty good. But yeah, you've got like these weird things on your feet, and from what I understand, the only reason those are there is to explain why you can fall from great heights without taking any damage. But like even then, like, I don't know what those things are really supposed to be. They're just weird bracers. But you also are, like, walking on tiptoes through the entire game for some reason, even though your feet don't seem to be sitting on really any kind of solid surface. I don't know, whatever. Shell is just wearing invisible high heels, we'll go with that. Also, is her name ever said? For that matter, is GLaDOS' name ever said? I don't know if it is. Probably just in, like, the commentary and the... Let me look at the captions here and see if it says it. Come on, you always want to talk. There we go. No, it doesn't say.
High-energy gamma leaking portal technology must be informed that they may be informed of applicable regulatory compliance issues. No further compliance information is required or will be provided, and you are an excellent test subject.
Alright, so... At this point, we're just kind of heading into the, like, slightly more challenging chambers, except I think this one's also pretty straightforward from what I remember. Unless there's, like, a second half to it that I'm forgetting about. Ooh, can we do... Oh, is that not a... why can't I do that? That's weird. It's like I've already spent my material of, like... These be the feels I has for this. I don't know what that was. I immediately regret that. So I don't know. I'll just come up with some random bullshit. Everybody knows me. My name Cornbread. Okay, so I want to place an orange in front of a receptacle for that. Now see, the thing in the middle shows that I played an orange last, so that would be a handy reminder for which one I need to place. I really should look at Portal 2 again and see if they actually do that or not, because I remember being annoyed that they changed something and making it, like, less intuitive. I just don't remember specifically what it was.
Very good. A complimentary victory lift
Victory
has been
lift.
activated in the main chamber.
Victory screech. Yeah, I don't know. And we move slowly. I think in the speed runs of this, it was mentioned that the elevators take like a random amount of time to load the next level. I don't know why that would be. And so, like, it's basically the timing, the speed run, like they time each level individually or something. I don't know.
Will be available at the conclusion of
Oh,
the test.
oh, they mentioned
Thank
cake.
you for helping us.
We've reached the peak of the game. Cake has been mentioned. Comedy gold. I really never got the cake thing. Like, I mean, I know the context of it now, and it still doesn't make it funny. It's okay, but I don't know.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
I was about to say, was that the whole chamber? Alright, let's see. I vaguely remember this one. For the 0 of you who don't know all the game's mechanics, I will explain. These fields, as we've seen before, you can't carry objects through them, but when you go through them, they also destroy your portals. So you have to, like, keep that in mind. So I think what we want to do is basically just kind of do that. Get this thing bouncing. And then... well, let me let it respawn. Let's see, how do I want to do this, actually? Because I need to... I'm thinking... okay, no, I see. Never mind. Yeah, let's let it spawn a new one. And then I need to shoot one there, and then one on the ceiling. Because this thing's gonna, like, burst in a second, I think. Maybe not. These things always last longer than I expect them to, so screw it. Let's just go for it. Oh, shit. Ooh. Okay. That thing got there a lot faster than I thought it would. Here's the part I remember hating. This part's obnoxious. Like, it's obvious what you're supposed to do. It's just a matter of actually pulling it off, because this is one of the few parts of the game that require, like, actually really good reflexes. Okay, I got it on my first try. Never mind. You have to shoot that second portal while you're falling, and it's really easy to mess it up. I think this would be an instance where playing on mouse instead of controller would probably make it easier. Unless you're using my mouse, because my mouse is a piece of shit. Alright, do I just go? Oh, right, I have to do that again. Okay. And then we do something like this, boink, boink, and there we go. Good thing those things are not very precise. Okay, how do I get out? Just do the same thing again. Danger juice. I like danger juice. Not quite as good as turbulence juice, but it's up there. Go. There is no time. Okay, maybe there's a little bit of time. And is this gonna go poorly? It could have, but it didn't. In addition to falling infinitely in a, like, straight line, there's also this stupid shit where you can just kind of do whatever this is. I would love to see this in third person. It's really dumb. You can see it with if you drop a box in it, but I'd like to see it with the actual character model. Alright, let's figure out where I'm putting this thing. Oh, right, I gotta hit a switch first. Let's go over there. Now that I've created an environmental hazard, even better. Here, I do this, right? Yeah. Because there's two different doors. I gotta open one, open the other, and then create an unsanitary condition on the windmill plans. Are we good? Okay, where's the fucking ball bound? Oh. Oh. Okay. Let's try that one again. Open number 1, open number 2.
Did you know you
What?
can donate one or all of your
Did
vital
I-
organs to the Aperture Science
How did it get in there?
Fund for girls? It's true.
How did it get, I didn't even create a portal. How did it get in? I'm so confused right now. Was it bouncing erratically and just happened to get in there, or did I have a portal set up previously and whatever. I totally planned it, whatever I did. And we wait.